Hello, hello, and welcome to today's workshop mini, where in 20 minutes or less, I give you actionable content that you can use in your business to grow your business immediately. And I'm excited about this topic today because squeeze pages suck. And you don't need squeeze pages anymore to build a list. If you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, probably go ahead and like and subscribe and comment. Let me know your thoughts. Share them with me. I love to hear from you. If you're here live, we're here live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I always love hanging with you, so thanks for your support. And these are really, really fun for me. So yes, so squeeze pages. So traditionally, what is a squeeze page? Well, actually, let me go ahead and share my screen so I can give you more of a visual while I'm talking. So as an overview of what we're going to do today, I'll explain what a squeeze page is. I'll explain why you don't really need them anymore. And I'm going to explain two alternatives on how you can easily build a list without ever having to create a squeeze page again. Okay, so traditionally, this is a squeeze page. A squeeze page is anything that can capture an email address. And usually you'll see squeeze pages in all different forms and fashions. Sometimes they're very, very short with little content on them. Sometimes they're really, 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 really long and they almost look like a sales page with testimonials and calls to action and videos on them. But the whole goal of a squeeze page is to capture an email address. So this is just one of my squeeze pages. I have several. And so should you, because as we talk about in Passive Income with Content and on this channel and in this Facebook group, Passive Income with Content, we talk about list building a lot. So we click on this, people put their name and email, and then they get sent over to whatever is promised on the squeeze page. Now, it's very easy to have high conversions on a squeeze page if you're being referred or if you already have like a built-in audience. So I can send this squeeze page to my subscribers and I'll probably have, I don't know, close to like a 50% opt-in rate because people already know me. They already kind of get a sense of who I am. They already know I deliver high value and they're going to opt in. However, a squeeze page gets tougher and tougher to get emails when you're selling to a cold audience, right? Even someone who has an established online presence, they can have trouble with converting their squeeze pages, or they could always, they're always optimizing it to increase those conversions, right? So maybe to a cold audience, just to give you an example, you could have maybe, I don't know, a 20% opt-in rate, or maybe less if you don't have good copy, if you don't really have good graphics, maybe you're not connecting with your audience. Like, it really matters, and that's what makes it super tough, because you have to have a lot of things right to convert this cold audience to get their email address, right? That's what makes it really, really tough. So as you can imagine, sometimes you can screw this up by saying too much and turning off your visitors, right? You can talk yourself out of anything. And it's not easy, right? It's not easy for a ton of people. So that's why, like, let's say you're running like a Facebook ad or an ad, and then you send them over to a squeeze page. If your squeeze page is not congruent with your ad, or like I said, you're just not saying the right things to convert somebody over, your squeeze page can actually lose your sale. And in this case, the sale is an opt-in, right? Let's just say, like, that's the next step you want people to take. You want them to give your email address, right? So that's what makes squeeze pages super hard. Another reason why they're challenging is because everybody is collecting email addresses. There's not one smart marketer in the world who's not putting together some kind of page like this trying to capture email addresses. They're just like old news for most people. And if it's not like spot on, if you're not delivering like crazy amounts of value or solving a really huge problem that your target market could have, then they're just going to pass you by. Okay. So let's talk about two alternatives that you can use. Now, I'll talk about one, the first one, which is messenger bots. Okay, so the whole idea of these two techniques is to completely bypass a squeeze page. So you don't even need to build one, because you just want to kind of get to your ultimate destination, which is getting that lead, right? So you don't want your squeeze page to screw it up for you. So one of the things that I've been doing, and it's actually leading to this page here, is doing these Facebook ads, right? Now, normally in a Facebook ad, you would say, get more information, and it would lead to a squeeze page. But in this case, we're leading people to a messenger bot. So basically, this little bit of text here and this short little video here, which is less than a minute, is kind of the squeeze page, right? So I'm not adding another layer of a squeeze page to kill my opt-in. I'm just saying this is what I'm offering right here. And then if you want to know more, then we're doing it right through a message here. Okay? So this has worked out really well, and it makes it really easy, because then you just really have to worry about your ad, and is your ad converting? You don't have to worry about your ad plus your squeeze page converting, right? So it's kind of not that hard to see which one is not working, because if nobody's clicking on your ad, you know it's the ad. If nobody's opting, if tons and tons of people are clicking on your ad and nobody's opting in, then you know it's the squeeze page that has the problem. But here we're just eliminating that squeeze page altogether, and we're just telling them what they're getting, and then we're sending it in a message, which is really, really cool. And this is done with ManyChat, which we've kind of talked about in past sessions, so we won't really get into that too much right now. And I don't specifically teach on ManyChat either, because it's kind of new to me and I'm playing around with it, so I'm not an expert in it at all. So this is just the first kind of stage of what I'm doing with ManyChat, and it's really nice to not have to worry about, even though I have a squeeze page and I use it for other things for this particular project that I'm working on. But it's just nice to kind of just not have to deal with the squeeze page thing, right? And I'm sure a lot of you would agree that squeeze pages are kind of difficult to put together, and you really have to put a lot of thought into them. And like I said, you really need to get the messaging right, the headline, like who you're talking to and exactly what they're going to get. Now, sometimes it's like a no-brainer and people just opt in and it's easy, but most of the time it's pretty hard. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of people who are definitely agreeing. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Rebecca. Great, yeah. So that is the first way, completely avoiding the squeeze page. The second way I'm going to talk about is actually this really cool product that has launched this week that I definitely give a thumbs up to, and it's called List Warrior. This is a really, really cool way of building a list without the need of a squeeze page. And it's like they're actually showing you a free tool that you can use to do this, and you do not need to upgrade it. It's completely free. And I'll tell you the gist behind the method. Obviously I can't reveal the whole product, and they go into a lot of detail, so I'm not killing it, but it's basically growing a list by doing giveaways. And this free tool allows you to do really professional giveaways and then grow your list at the exact same time, and then be able to communicate with your list by integrating it with your autoresponder. And all you're really doing is promising something for free, and there's different levels and different stages. So If somebody opts in, they get, you know, maybe this level. If somebody shares it on Facebook or on another platform, they get to different levels. And you don't have to make it complicated. You can literally set this up in less than 10 minutes. And the reason why this works so well is because you can just give something away for free. So let's say you are, you know, you can give away like Amazon gift cards. You can give away chapters of your book. You can give away a free gift, right? And you can just do it through this automated platform. So what's nice about growing a list in these different ways is that when people enter in their email to get something that's not a squeeze page, it's kind of like the norm, right? Okay, well, to get to the next step, just enter your email and, you know, go to proceed. And it's just like it's a different kind of entering your email than the squeeze page feeling. So let's say you're, you know, this is just another example that I have come across, and let's just say you're giving away like free access to your product, and you say create your account, right? Oh, just put in your email and your name and create your account. And that's a different kind of feeling than a whole sales pitch to just get your email. And I'm sure that you realize the difference here, right? Just create your account, you'll have free access right when you get in, and then behind the scenes, the marketer is actually capturing that email address. Now, obviously, this product was made by John S. Rhodes and Matt Rhodes. They're brothers and really, really savvy marketers. They know what they're doing, and I went through this entire product in they over deliver, so they're, you know, it did take me probably over an hour, but anything that really John says, and he teaches most of the videos, I've known John for a while now, and he's a really top-notch marketer, so I highly recommend this system that they have going on here. So the system helps you grow your email list on autopilot. It works in any niche. You can set it up and deploy in 10 minutes. That is completely true. You can reward people for joining your list and sharing your offers. So sometimes your offers can even go viral. Get streams of buyers with no content, so you don't have to spend like hours and hours and hours creating content. So it's that different, like really nice feeling of having people put in their email address in order to get something, as opposed to the squeeze page feeling of, ooh, I'm being marketed to, and now I'm just like, I'm old school putting my email address into a squeeze page, which everyone knows about these days, right? And they know what's coming on the next page, right? So these are the two concepts that I'm super, super excited about, because it just makes it a lot easier to capture email addresses, as opposed to going through a heck of a lot of work and time to put into making a squeeze page. A lot to get right, a lot of graphics, a lot of copy, a lot of headlines, a lot of split testing, and it's all stuff that is just overcomplicates the whole process. So think about things that you can do, especially generate ideas with List Warrior specifically. That's at debdrum.com/list-warrior. Tony, there's a way that you can get those emails on your email list as well. Yes, Keith puts it exactly right. It's more transactional when it's a squeeze page, and it doesn't feel that way when it's through these other kind of resources and methods. List Warrior is just the name of the product. It's not the actual tool. They are recommending the tool to use. So it's completely separate. Like, it's like a discovery that they've made. It's a third-party tool, and it's totally separate from the Rhodes brothers. So you don't have to worry about them using the email addresses or anything like that. So basically, David's asking how does it get emails to your list? Usually with an integration, okay? So there's both for ManyChat and for this, you use some kind of API integration. So you already should have an autoresponder. All right, cool. So hopefully you guys kind of get it and realize that it doesn't have to be so complicated anymore. And you can do this and just, think of like clever ways again that you can build your email list without making it so hard.